Breaking news, my wonderful people. You will be shocked to hear that Godwin Emefiele have been suspended by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, have been suspended by President Tinubu. And this is less than 2 weeks after Tinubu emerged as the president and the commander-in-chief of armed forces. Tinubu has suspended Godwin Emefiele from office with immediate effect. And the suspension, according to a statement issued and signed by the Director of Information in the Office of Secretary to the Government of Federation, Willie Bassi, on Friday night, said the suspension came in effect as part of investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector of the economy. The statement noted that Emefiele has been directed to immediately hand over the affairs of his office to the Deputy Governor Operations Directorate, who will act as the central bank governor pending the conclusion of investigations and reforms. So as it be like this, so my country people, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has suspended the central bank governor Godwin Emefiele from office with immediate effect, and this is sequel to the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector of the economy. As it be like this, so Godwin Emefiele is leaving office. So my country people, Godwin Emefiele have been suspended, and I can tell you that most Nigerians saw this coming. Most Nigerians saw this coming because after the sufferings that was imposed on Nigerians by the Naira redesign policy, the Naira scarcity, people were calling for his arrest. People were calling for his persecution. People were calling that this man should be arrested. He should come down from his position. He hoarded the Naira and imposed a lot of sufferings on the citizens, unbearable sufferings. People died during those periods as a result of hunger. No be say person no get money, person get money, but how will you see the Naira to spend? It wasn't easy for Nigerians. And at the end of the day, after all the pains that Nigerians have been through as a result of Godwin Emefiele, President Tinubu have decided to suspend the CBN governor till further notice. So my country people, till further notice, because they don't talk say for now e get one kind investigation where they go on. So Godwin Emefiele will cease to be the governor of the central with immediate effect. He will leave his office with immediate effect pending the conclusion of the investigation against him. My country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because Godwin Emefiele, before now, they dey charge am of terrorism financing, all manner of charges when the EFCC were on his tail. That was before he introduced the Naira redesign policy that plunged Nigerians into severe sufferings. And when the EFCC were chasing after Godwin Emefiele, he had to run now. He left the country. And then he came back into the country. Was it the EFCC? Okay, the DSS. The DSS were on Godwin Emefiele's tail for alleged terrorism financing and other corruption charges that was, that were labeled against him. And as it be like this, so Godwin Emefiele brought about the Naira redesign policy. He said since he wants, all in a bid to, seize vote buying. He gave the excuse of vote buying. He wants to curb vote buying in this country. He made Nigerians suffer severely. We know the hardship we have passed through in this country under Godwin Emefiele's hand. So as it be like this, so me I know say some kind people, they no go dey surprised because people don already talk say this man, they suppose sack this man tey. This man supposed to be arrested, persecuted for all the crimes he committed against innocent Nigerians. So as e dey be like dis, Godwin Emefiele have ceased to be the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Before now, several reports showed that a federal high court in Abuja had summoned Godwin Emefiele over a $53 million judgment debt rising from the Paris Club refunds, and the presiding judge, Iyan Eko, mandated that the court will not hear Emefiele's motion to stay until he appears before it. And also, news reported that Godwin Emefiele was initially invited to appear before the court to explain his refusal to obey a valid order for the payment of a $70 million debt. But then, the CBN governor allegedly only released $17 million, leaving $53 million debt unpaid. So Bassey added that Godwin Emefiele has been directed to immediately hand over the affairs of his office to the deputy governor, pending the conclusion of the investigation labeled against him. So guys, this is the end of the road for Godwin Emefiele. This here guys, kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.